Hey everyone, it's Zeraldo here, and today I'm going to be showing you the Not a Mod class. It's a very interesting class. It's very simple, very plain. It has its uses. It's nothing particularly fancy. It sure is nice, but all in all it really is just a joke class, just for a bit of fun. So here's the hard bit. I'm going to explain in detail exactly how to get it. So here we go. So once again, welcome back to my room. I'll just give you a little peek. I've upgraded my facilities. You can see my headphones, some books and stuff in the corner there. I've gotten a mouse, like a nice little magical mouse, and a mouse pad. There's my water that I always have. So to actually get your Not a Mod class, you've got to buy this. It's called a t-shirt. Some of you might know what these are. I wear them occasionally. No, you can't be a mod. It's a joke. Basically, the one year at DragonCon, Cicero had a shirt made so that when people asked him, he didn't even have to respond. He was just wearing it. Now, you have to go to heromart.com and buy this shirt. It's the only way to get this class. You can't get it. What happens is, once you get this shirt, you get a magical little piece of card, which about this size. I'm not showing you what's really on it. And it's got a little code on it. And you go to your Battlon Master account, which you can probably figure out, and you do it yourself. You enter your code, and you get given the class. Each person gets a different code, and each code can only be used once. So you can't actually reuse it. Now I'll just show you here because it's fun. You go to your Book of Lore, if it actually works, there we go. And you go to your badges. Hero Mart badges. Ooh. Glitch. Well, it should normally load here. There'd be all sorts of different stores, and then you can actually buy it. So that's how you get your class. There are a lot of other things that have done this, so anyone that's bought from Hero Mart from 4 will be familiar with this procedure. For those of you who haven't, that's how it works. Okay, so back to the guide. Once you have your class, you're going to have to enhance it. Now, for this class, I'd suggest one of three things: either full fighter, full luck, or a mix of the two, because it's a physical class. Now, it's got a rank 10 passive, and that gives it a 10% increased chance to critical hit. It's also 10% increased damage and 10% increased haste for the rank 4 ones. So this thing does a lot of damage, and so doing the crit with this can really lift that up. So that's why I'd recommend luck for this. So you just come to Cicerone's /bakery and get it here. And I'll just go over the passives in the rank 10 again. It's an increased damage by 10% and an increased haste. So you're doing 10% more damage and you're doing it 10% faster, and then you're doing crits. So overall that's quite a sizable damage increase. Luck gives you the most out of your crits, as you can see. A lot of extra luck there. So when critting you'll do a lot. I'm going with the tasty muffin weapon, which you can't really see because the pet gets in the way. The weapon and everything all came with the shirt. The only thing I'm wearing that didn't come with the shirt is the cape, which came from Cicero's wedding. So now that you know how the enhancements are set up and what the passives do, just a reminder, the rank 10 passive is a passive that's always in play, not a 1 in 100,000 chance. It's always active. You always have a 10% chance to crit more. But yeah, I'll get on with the class guide, show you how it all works when you get together. Just so you know, this class is actually made as a joke class, so it was made more to be funny than to be practical. As a result, the names of all the moves are a bit comedic. The two rank 4 passives are Flight Response and Fight Response, so fight or flight. And the rank 10 passive, which allows the so the 10% extra criticals, is called Done Your Homework. Now, the first attack is called Reasonable Strike because all it is a second strike of the same damage. So nothing special there. The second move is called Button Mash, which costs 5 more MP, has a larger cooldown, and it does a bit more. So it's your heavier hitter. It's not impressive, doesn't apply any special effects, but between the two of these, you're putting out a steady amount of damage constantly, which is an advantage. The third move, yeah, button mash, so you see the joke there, and then Crucible Strike. The third move, Freak Out, is a double haste. So you actually attack, your auto attack is twice as fast, or faster, I'm not entirely sure. No, it says double. It lasts for a few seconds, which can make a huge difference. And then if you've got that extra haste and you're nailing, you can get some nice damage output over time here. Now, although this does have a nice damage output, it has no super move. Its last move is called Store Brand Painkiller, which is 45 MP and 20-second cooldown. So this class is quite good with mana. That's 116 is about the average, and you get about 5, I think it is, 5 little bursts of heal over time before it fades. The nice thing about this, though, is that while you've got it active, you actually take less damage. So it helps in that you're healing and you're not taking as much damage. There's not really much more to this class than that. As you can see, as far as its capabilities and what it can do, it's rather underwhelming. Store brand painkillers. Rather underwhelming. But with the right enhancements and in the right situation, this thing works pretty well. Personally, I think it's a good class for extended boss battles, between its heal, which reduces damage, to its constant damage output at a low cost. It's not one where you're likely to run out of MP a lot, thankfully. Yeah, and it's just decent damage. It's not really going to do well in PvP. Maybe in a Blood Brawl, if you want to really take out a single target. But in one-on-one, I don't know if this thing actually has the capability of really being competitive or not. Still, it's a nice class, and it's got interesting art. Now, someone specifically asked me whether they think it's worth buying this class. Now, that's a very tricky question for me, because when you buy stuff from Hero Mart, you really shouldn't be buying it for the items it comes with. You should be buying it because you actually like the good. For me, the classic example of that is the MechQuest art book. I love that thing. I was going to buy that regardless of whether it came with items or not. Now, it came with some pretty cool items across all the games. Now, personally, I think, yes, it's worth it, but that's me because I'm a class collector and I'd have to have every class. For somebody wanting an overpowered class that'll beat everything, no, do not get the shirt. If you want the shirt, because, to be honest, it's a funny shirt. I like it. And if you like the idea of having a bonus class, then go for it. It's got its place, but it's not overpowered. It's not phenomenal. It's actually a very bland class. I like it. It's not going to be something I commonly use. And it does okay, but yeah, that's really all I have to say on the matter. So it's really up to you whether you want to buy the shirt for the class or not. I just hope I've given you some clarity. So I'll see you next time. I hope you've enjoyed. Bye.